Krishna, God has so many different names, but the Supreme Being is one person, but He has got so many names. Nam nama kari bahuda nijya sarva shakti statarpita niyamita smarane nakala. There's so many names. So some people, they try to understand, but it describes in the Bhagavad Gita, Bahunam janmanam ante ganavang mang prabhadyante vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sadullabha, that it will take such a person many, many births. After many births of trying to find the truth, he will realize that Vasudeva, Krishna is everything. Ultimately, one absolute truth is there. You see, so this is a shortcut. This process of Krishna consciousness is a shortcut. It avoids millions and thousands and hundreds and dozens of births, of repeated birth and death, to find out what is the truth. That actually we're not this body. We are not the mind. We are this living energy which is spread out, which is spreading consciousness throughout this body and causing this body to be a living body. When the living force leaves the body, then this body is simply a useless piece of meat. Blood, intestine, skin, bone, marrow. When someone dies, then the relatives all come together and cry that, oh, grandfather has died. He has gone away. And they're crying, he has gone away, he has gone away. So who is gone? Who has gone? There is his head, there is his hair, there is his hands, there are his feet, there is his skin. Everything is there, but we are saying he is gone. So who is the he? That we are saying, oh grandfather, oh loved one, oh husband, oh Bill, oh Mike, oh Gopal, Das. Who is that person? We are taking this body. It's just like when you see the president driving down the street, you see his car with a flag on the front. President of USA. But all the windows are dark, you can't see inside. But you see, there's the car, that's the president. So you're seeing the body. Oh, there is Mr. Jones. There is Mr. Parekh. There's Mr. Agarwal. There's Mr. Schweitz. But you don't see the person. That's our fault. We don't see the real person. We're simply seeing this body. After 5 years, it'll be a different body. Does that mean he's no longer my friend? But the body is always changing. But if our friendship is there, see, that does not change. Necessarily. You see. So actually, according to the Gita, Dehinosmin jata dehe komalang jovanam jara dehantara prapti dirastatti namuyati, that we are changing so many bodies in this life. Little baby is crying there. He's got such a small body. After 10 years, he'll be so big. Another 10 years, he'll be so big. After another 10 years, he'll have kids this big. Then after another 10 years, he'll have kids this big. Then after another 10 years, they'll have kids that big. Then he'll be, again, crouched down, because he'll be 60, 70. So, he's already changed so many bodies. According to the scientists, after every 7 years, they say all these cells change in the body. So how is it that we are still saying this is the same person? Because we are not changing. We are the living spirit, soul, or spirit being, or living energy, which is giving the whole consciousness to this body. That is known in the Vedas as Atma, or Jivatma. And Krishna, he is known as Bhagavan, or Paramatma, the super soul, the personality of Godhead. Because he doesn't forget. past, present, or future, but we forget. We forget what is our previous birth. We forget what is the birth before that. But just as we've changed our body so many times in this life, the same living force in the body is changed. Every 7 years, scientists say it's changing. We say it's changing every moment. Because a little bit of change is going on constantly. So we are the same being. But the body is always changing. So at the time, what is death? Death is nothing to fear. At the time of death, that means this vehicle, this machine, is no longer suitable to ride in. So now we have to take a new machine. We get a new birth. So those who know the Vedas, the Vedic literatures of India, they know that according to one karma, he'll suffer and enjoy in the next life. Sometimes we're walking down the street and suddenly a dog may bite us or someone may run us over with a car. We didn't do anyone any harm at that particular moment. Why are we forced to suffer this? Suddenly we get ill. Our body gives us tremendous problem. Why are we forced to suffer? What have we done wrong? But you see, it's not that immediately I'll get suffering just because I've done something wrong just then. I may have done something wrong in my previous birth 10, 50 births ago. And that is coming down on me now. One would have a difficulty to create such a computer as what the controllers of the universe have created to understand what Krishna has created, how the laws of karma are working. That so many karmas are coming on different levels. Some are 10 births back, some are just recent happenings, some are even 100 births. In 7 different layers of manifestation, of fructification, of already expiration, the different reactions are coming. Cause and effect. Just like in physics, on a subtle level. If I give someone pain, in the future I'll get pain. If I do someone good, in the future something will happen to me. But the real thing is we're tied up in this unending chain of repeated birth and death. So an intelligent human being who knows I am not this body is a machine with senses which I am able to gather knowledge and certain sensations with. Ultimately I should know, who am I? What is this living energy which is existing in everyone? Which is every living entity? Who is the Atma? Who is the Spirit? You see, that is a reason of human birth.